Okay, so our third question is, among the following statements, the correct ones are, and the statements given to us are: A. Lithium has the highest hydration enthalpy among the alkali metals. B. Lithium chloride is insoluble in pyridine. C. Lithium cannot form ethynide upon its reaction with ethyne. D. Both lithium and magnesium react slowly with H2. Now we have to find the correct statements out of these four. So first, let's look at the first statement. So the first statement states that lithium has the highest hydration enthalpy among the alkali metals. So now we know that lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium are all alkali metals, right? So we know that lithium as a positive ion will form this type of sphere with uh, water molecules, as you can see right here. And now before we try to find if it has the highest hydration enthalpy, we must know what hydration enthalpy depends on. So the hydration enthalpy depends on the charge on the ions. So in this case, all of these ions have positive charge, one positive charge. So this does not matter in this case. Now the hydration tendency also depends on the size of the ion. And as we know that size increases as we go down the group. So lithium has the smallest size. Therefore, it will have the highest hydration enthalpy. Since the size is small, the charge density on lithium atom would be the highest, and therefore it would make the hydration enthalpy also be the highest. So this statement is correct. Now let's look at the second statement. So the second statement states that lithium chloride is insoluble in pyridine. So firstly, we know that lithium chloride, LiCl, is an ionic compound, which means that it dissolves in polar solvents. So now let's look at pyridine. So this is what a pyridine looks like, and it is also a polar compound because nitrogen and carbon are sp2 hybridized. They have a difference in their electronegativity. This implies that the compound is polar. So now that we have an ionic compound and a polar solvent, therefore this implies that lithium chloride is soluble in pyridine. Whereas the statement states that lithium chloride is insoluble in pyridine. Therefore, the second statement is wrong. Now let's look at this third statement. The third statement states that lithium cannot form ethynide upon its reaction with ethyne. So first, let's look at what ethyne looks like. So this is the formula for ethyne. Now, we know that lithium, when it reacts, loses an electron and forms lithium plus ion. Now we know that lithium has a reducing power, a very high reducing power. So lithium will reduce ethyne rather than forming ethynide. Therefore, this statement is correct. The statement that lithium cannot form ethynide is correct. Now let's look at the fourth statement. The fourth statement states that both lithium and magnesium react slowly with H2. Now let's look at this group again. Okay, so as we already know that reactivity increases as we go down the group, right? This implies that lithium is not very reactive. Since reactivity increases down the group, cesium must be the most reactive and lithium the least reactive. Also, magnesium. Magnesium also lies in the top of the group. Therefore, it is also the least reactive in its own group. So as both of these metals are less reactive, therefore they both react slowly with water molecules. Therefore, this statement is also correct. This is the answer. Thank you.